So I'm sure some of you seen this whole thing sitting around in the back of some of my other videos. I bought this like 10 years ago. These around for a drift trike I built and never even drove it as a go-kart. So, yeah, this thing survived the flood. You can see it's all rusty. I don't know if I'm ever gonna paint it. It's chromoly, so it should be fine. Nice rocket. But I want to drive this thing, and I think I have all the parts laying around. I might need to get a few odds and ends, but I should have everything. I'm gonna flip it over, pull the seat off, or slide it over at least. That way I can kind of set a motor on there and get an idea of what's gonna fit. I really want to use a torque converter. I have that motor, but I'm not sure yet. We're gonna just have to see what we got. Okay, so I got this motor mount kit off of LMB warehouse. Oops, I just dropped that. So it's for 1 1/8 inch American Rail Briggs Stratton mount. I'm gonna sit down on the ground and look and just kind of see what's gonna work best. And then we're probably gonna put our mounts on the motor and then set the motor on the cart. So let's throw this junk together so we can throw it on there so we go. Okay, we hit our first roadblock here. The torque converter housing is hitting the chassis where the bearings are. So I gotta grind it down, but I think I'm gonna go do some track work and rip a few laps on the ice box and think about this. Alright, so it is a couple of days later. I was putting the go-kart up on a jack stand so that I could take this wheel on and off and tighten the hub because the hub was loose. You can see right there where it slid off, and I had my finger in between there, top of the jack stand. And I'll put a picture, but I ended up breaking my finger. There's a bone sticking out there and a compound fracture. Surprisingly, it didn't hurt too bad. The doctor says I probably hit a nerve, so hopefully there's no nerve damage down the road. I don't know, it's a couple days, maybe a week later, we're back to working. So I don't have health insurance, so I couldn't afford a splint and wait for one to come off of Amazon. But I'll get my shifter cart done so I can do some sick drifts. You can see there's some blood on the floor. Yeah. Alright, cool. So the plan here is I found some centrifugal clutches. I didn't have to grind a bunch of stuff down right now. So we're gonna pull that off, throw centrifugal clutch on there. We'll see if that chain fits, and then if it don't, then we'll have to make a chain, which we got some. Then it's just get the seat situated and hand controls, which I got something cool for that. We're gonna cut our chain of length now. We'll show you a few things that help me. I got my motor set in a place that it can slide forward and backward for a proper adjustment. And I'm gonna take this here zipper tab, loop it on through here. There's that. So that lets us know how long we want our chain. Again, I'm gonna put my master link on. I got these from Tractor Supply. Ready to rock, carry top. I put my master links facing out, and then that way they're less prone to hitting things. I take my master link and put the close end towards the way that it rotates, so that way if it hits anything, it'll just essentially push it on further. Use a screwdriver, put it on there. Wow. Look at it. Yo, let's go. Ugly Dougly, we're gonna set our chain tension. Chain's brand new, so it's gonna stretch, so we wanna make sure it's I'm pretty happy with that. See it? Boy, he's juicy as heck. I know lie he was like that big.
That's what she said!
I know where he went. We're gonna keep the door open. Finish this up. I'll go for a rip. Yeah, this thing runs pretty good. Hell yeah. I've had this thing for 10 years, so it's been more than a decade since it's had a motor on it and ran. I figure after the flood, it's got trash, so I'm gonna clean it up a bit. Might as well throw an old motor on there, and all I needed was a chain, really. But old hog rips, boys. Hell yeah.
Brother.
Alright, make this thing so I can drive it, go for a rip, we'll do some drifting. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Wing plow bird, baby! Check that out. Oh yeah. I had to machine the center out a little to fit on my steering column. Let's get this on. Rather than you watch me change a boring steering wheel, I'm just gonna do one of these. Oh yeah, I'm so pumped! Oh my goodness. Yo, that thing is so freaking sick. There's some Chinese off of Amazon. I need a longer throttle cable, so I kind of made do with what I have for now. And honestly, it should be good. It worries me a little bit when I go this way, but that way's good. It's just when I get in and out and other people get in and out, it kind of, yeah. I need a kill switch. I got a fail safe there. Seats in there, nice and good. I got a few bolts tightened up there, but I'll be right back. yeah, in true shark Kart fashion, I found the shittiest piece of aluminum that I could, which ironically was a piece that when I first started building wheelchairs, I used to practice stamping serial numbers. That's funny. I'll have to sand this edge down. It's gonna be weird because it's pushed forward instead of pull. Complete opposite of my other cart. We got brakes. Yeah, I should have seen this friggin' hilarious. It's so hard for me to get in here. I'm so fat. And then this seat sits in a really weird position. I'm sure that's how they're supposed to be, but it's just uncomfortable. I'm gonna put some air in the tires, poop my pants, and try to go for a rip before it rains. It's raining, so I better hurry up. Okay, a few things to gripe about. One, this motor runs like absolute dog shit. Two, centrifugal clutches are white powder dog. 3. It could be because my driveway is really bumpy. This thing's absolutely nightmare to ride. That seat is super uncomfortable. Potentially the worst riding go-kart I've ever been in. But my driveway also sucks, so I will give it that. This is not the appropriate place. 4, steering wheel fell off while I was driving. That was scary. 5, none of that matters. I just had a time in my life. Go buy a cheap shitty go-kart with your friends. You don't need to buy a shifter cart. I actually have way more fun on my dingo than the shifter cart, but the shifter cart has been sitting for like 12 years. It just sat through a flood, so that's why it's all rusty. So it can't be too mad. Do this together with junk I had. Literally have $30 into the steering wheel, $15 into a cardboard right here. I don't know what's next for this or when you'll see it again. I'm probably gonna take the drift slicks off just because it doesn't have enough power to control it. So we either got to put a CVT on here, probably a bigger motor, and some kind of padding in the seat. I don't really fit. I don't know. Mike, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. Throw down in the comments what you want to see me do with it. It's cool to have, but I'm a little too big for a shitter cart. Maybe give the shark cart away.
That's a great idea. I'm with that.
Should I do a giveaway? I don't know. Who knows? Nobody knows anything, and I sure know a lot less than they do. So if you have any questions, don't ask me. I probably don't have any answers. And that's all I got for you today. Do a kickflip. Yeah, just got done ripping the carts, and there's a huge rainbow.